Hello everyone, and welcome to another thing we stole directly from PBG. Welcome to the Minecraft Hardcore post-show podcast. I've got here the entirety of the cast, I should say.
This series sucks.
Yay!
Exactly.
Why was I in this?
Cheer. Unmute.
I'm mute. Yeah, guys, I'm mute.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
there we go.
unprofessional. God damn
I'm
it.
free.
Yay.
We've got
Look,
the
we're
5
being
regulars
let out of our
and the
cages?
2 guests.
Let them
Yeah.
introduce themselves.
Can I get out of my box now?
I mean, we don't
No.
really need to introduce ourselves because they
Do it.
already know who we
I
are.
want to. It makes me feel important.
I'm Taka. I'm important.
I'm so
Alright.
important.
I'm King DDD.
More important. This is a great start, can I just say?
Yeah, it is.
I'm spicy.
Um,
I'm leaving.
I'm near the river and I'm done with this shit.
But yeah, basically what this is going to be is just we're going to talk about the series a little bit, and then we're going to answer your questions that you asked in the form that I left in the comment section of episode 11. But before we do that, I would really like to thank you all guys for the amazing support. As you know, we've passed 1,000 subscribers recently, and I mean it's really mind-blowing that we were able to get basically 2,500 views per episode almost consistently. It's really incredible.
Stop it.
Yeah, and
Sal, stop ruining the speech.
we're getting off. We're getting off to all the views and subscribers.
Oh, good job.
Oh, ew.
But
Disgusting.
yeah, I think we
Oh,
should
stop.
start
Shall we?
by asking
There's a lawnmower.
the guests. I think we should start with the guests, especially Spicy, because he's a
Spicy,
true
you're a
guest,
favorite.
not a returning guest. So, Spicy, what do you think about the series? How did it turn out? Did you like participating?
Well, from the very beginning, when I first saw you guys back in Mindsy 1 and 2, I remember thinking about how cool it was, and I was totally intimidated when I first met some of you before we ended up recording this completely, which is dumb because it was some stupid YouTube thing, but I was totally like that. And given I had a friend over initially on the recording day because we mentioned how I was the replacement guest. So there was a friend over at first. He left a bit into it, but I had no clue that I was going to be doing it. And that I was just so jittery when we started out and terrified. And the whole experience was amazing. And I'm so happy that I got to do it. It was really cool.
But yeah, about that, you said you were a replacement guest. We have never addressed that officially. I don't
Should we
think.
address it?
Yeah.
We did address that he was stolen.
Yeah,
in-
basically, there was
Oh, yeah.
supposed to be another guest which couldn't make it, so Spicy was kind of a last-minute replacement.
You may or may not have kidnapped him.
It's
Well, you
okay,
luck of
we
the
got
draw, you
Spicy.
know.
He's a good
Don't
boy.
say that.
It's okay, guys. I got 20 of them in the back. Oh, wait. Guys, I got another replacement.
When's the gun gonna be brought away from my head?
Yeah.
Give or take an hour and a half.
Wait,
Don't try.
I gotta say something real quick because Toad wanted us to say specifically that we are friends with him and that
Oh.
Proton
That-
Toad, yeah.
yeah, Proton
The
Toad.
real Proton Toad from the hardcore YouTube
We
comments?
Yeah.
know Proton Toad? Question mark?
He's actually on our
Yeah.
server and friends group. Okay, is it my
He
turn?
is.
Is it
I
my
mean,
turn now?
I don't know,
Is
if
it?
Spicy has nothing else to say...
I could say more stuff.
Yeah, just go
you
ahead,
Just want me
say
to talk about the
anything you want.
experience in general? I'm not
yeah,
sure.
just
Like,
whatever you want.
because I feel one thing that I.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Spicy.
Okay. Well, okay.
Right.
Now my
Well, rest
turn.
in
Hi,
peace.
everybody. I'm
Spicy
near the
dead.
river. The guy
Spicy
that
appears to have imploded.
and he's
Oh
gone.
no!
Spicy!
There goes his
He's dead.
internet.
So
He's
let's
dead.
carry on.
Alright, so hi everybody. God damn it,
Okay,
Spicy.
there we go. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
He's back.
So I'm not sure how much of that got cut off. But so one thing that I want to address right off the bat, because it was never shown at all, and I'm hoping
sorry.
you could show. It's fine. I'm hoping you can show a bit of this. One of the things I love to do in hardcores, every Minecraft one that I do, is I make a book and quill and write a little eulogy, sign it, and name it me, put it in the top corner of my inventory. So in the events that I die, the people who like collect my stuff will see this book and then read it. And so in the 30-minute cut, like it went before we went into the Nether, what I did was I went off into the desert, found a small hole, dug it up, put a double chest in there, and began filling it up with a stone hose. And it's funny because at one point, one of you guys is like, Spicy, why are you over there? And I have to like quickly hide any fact that I was doing this. I had to hide.
Remember this happening.
I had to hide it. And so eventually I ended up filling it with stone hose. I was gonna make it all different types of hose, but I didn't get the chance to. And I signed the book that said the coordinates of that place. So my plan was like, if I died, you guys would be like, oh, why does Spicy want us to go there? And you'll go over off into the desert, dig down, and just find a chest full of stone hose. So those...
Yeah. Of course, that
Legacy.
didn't happen. But
That episode
Yeah,
would be
you
called
guys
The Ultimate
can-
Legacy.
can go watch the series
You know what?
again and try and
now,
spoil
now
the book.
I want Spicy to die.
I mean,
So-
that's also
It's like a whole new adventure.
there was like a hidden Easter egg. If you look at the ending teaser for Terraria 3, on top of your grave, I put a stone hoe.
Wait, Terraria 3?
Terraria 3.
Yeah.
Terraria
What?
3.
Wait.
Yeah, fuck Terraria,
I
not
thought-
Terraria 3.
We lost
Sorry.
Nier.
We lost Nier.
No!
Well,
Yeah.
Internet
I like-
problems.
One thing that I love to do in any hardcores, the skin aspect of Minecraft is one of my favorite things, and I love embracing my skin because like I only go as female characters. Anyone on the PBG hardcore Discord will know that because I am consistent with being female because Spicy Man
It's
is the
cool.
girl. Irony. And so like. One time I went as Neo from Ruby and I burnt down the house because she's a psychopath. It was all in good fun, but like I enjoy doing that. So the farm was literally only used once at the very end of the series before we go off to Journey to the End. So I spent all that time for one little thing, but it paid off because I got to farm as Abigail and I was happy with that.
Nice. I just don't know what to say just
Nice.
because Nier is having internet problems. So
So I-
we'll be right back. Anyway, Spicy said its things. You heard the Pokemon conversation probably.
didn't.
If you didn't, then don't even ask about it.
You don't need to know.
I think
It never happened.
It's
It
now
never
time
happened.
to go to Nier.
It's not time to dwell on this.
Nier. Can you,
Yes,
can you
hi,
briefly talk
My
about
wide audience, hello.
Yeah, because apparently Nier is liked by everyone. He's become like the fan favorite.
Why?
Between, like,
I
the
don't know
first
how
few
that's
episodes.
why we're never having him back.
Totally.
I
Yeah,
don't like
why you
Nier.
guys
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
exactly
him
why
back?
he's being exiled forever.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
never want me
What?
back now.
Yeah, he'll
Simoz,
never be on
that's-
another season.
Simoz
Yeah,
Minecraft is just featuring Nier and Spicy. That's
And
Oh, come on.
I
that's
see,
not
sir.
true.
Guest whip.
But yeah, Nier, just
you're right. I gotta be the most
do you have
popular.
anything to say
Um,
for the season?
I just want to say, I have returned from being killed by bandits in Mine Z for the 15 millionth time.
To be killed by
So-
bandits?
Yep, exactly. That's what I just said. Ted, shut your mouth.
I
So
always like that.
I really enjoyed this season. It felt fulfilling in my eyes. I really enjoyed it. Maybe not for all you dead scrubs, but you know.
Wow.
But I really enjoyed it. I had fun. Me and Spicy had a little bonding experience that Simoz didn't show.
I mean,
show that-
I
show that right
showed
now,
the
show that
most
right now.
important bonding experience, if you know what I mean. You know.
Bonding or bondage?
show us in the Nether. Show us in the Nether being cowards.
Yeah,
right
just
now. Boom.
sitting in the background, and that strategy apparently worked because we were the last two alive. So, a funny thing is I remember looking back at the footage and like me reacting like crazy, like oh shit, I'm gonna die so many times, and really I wasn't even that low, and like almost everyone almost had like one heart or half a heart experiences, and I'm over here panicking like shit. Meanwhile, Simoz is just like, I'm okay, guys, what's wrong? And fucking.
But
the whole trip.
Yummy.
Yeah, Near, you were
reminds
at like
me
you were at
that-
6 hearts a lot and panicking, and I was like, shut up, just
I
shut
just
up.
didn't want to die, man. I was having too much fun. And also, I have no idea how I found that Nicolas Cage skin. I'm glad I did. And-
Yes.
I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure you looked up
God.
Nicolas Cage and you just found it.
Oh yeah, I just found that. And like, I'm really excited with this season. And I really love the feedback. It was really fun. I'm happy that people enjoyed me being here, and I'm probably never gonna come back again because people actually enjoy me being here. All right, so
Yes,
thank you all.
that's how it works. But
That's
that
how it
reminds me that so many predictions
Oh, the predictions,
that
my man.
we did and also the audience did were right. Like, people
Oh
in
my
the
God.
comment section of the first episode guessed that the 2 guests were going to be alive at the end. Spicy guessed it. I guessed Sal's death and Cry's death because I said that like the next person to find diamonds will die third, and
Oh,
Who died
wait,
third?
can,
Cry.
Yeah.
can I point something out? Our team in Mine
Oh,
Z1
right.
was
Yes,
me,
we all
Sal,
died
and
first.
Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were the first death.
I mean,
Even
Spoilers
even
don't
better
exist.
is that
And then it
even
was
better is that
Simon and Near.
even
Yes.
better is that then the other team, yeah, and I was the only person not in that season, and I survived last, so it was awfully fulfilling.
Guys, this was
Yeah.
predictions the season, basically.
Yeah.
That's a
So,
swan.
of course,
Oh,
the
yeah, but
the
the-
antidote, the
Oh my
antibiotics.
God, the antibiotics.
oh, I have an entirely separate conversation about those, Spicy.
We'll save that for Sal's
Yeah,
section.
yeah, we'll save that for later.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
can't
Angry
wait
noise.
to see Lime die in Terraria.
No.
but, yeah, no, the team.
Oh no,
thing.
there's Lime Dye Terraria.
Yes, there
Yeah.
is. We
Yeah,
just
no,
need to get
no.
lucky.
I intend to use it to my advantage.
But yeah, the Death Order is probably the thing I liked most about the series. Like, the first team in Mine Z and then the second team.
I don't
really
approve.
Amazing.
Thank you, Simoz, for saying my death was the best part of the series.
Oh, I mean, it was. I've got a lot to say. I'm
was.
probably going to say that in the behind the scenes video, which, by the way, is coming probably soon. I don't know.
First,
Soon TM.
surprise
Simon.
her.
Wait, can I just say like a thing real quick?
Sure.
No.
About yes. About
It's a
the end?
podcast. You're supposed to say things.
Okay. Okay, good,
Alright,
good,
fine.
good. Thank you,
Cut me
Simoz.
off then.
Okay, Taka, fuck you. All right. So, anyways,
PG
The thing-
podcast. by the way.
PG podcast.
um,
That's wrong.
let me speak. Okay. So the thing I realized with the end, it didn't really recapture it, but like as people kept on dying, it got more and more hopeless in my mind. I was like, oh shit, we're fucking dead. And like the second Taka died, even though the dragon was at pretty low health, me and Spicy just were like, we're gone now. This is not happening. We're dead.
I
And,
mean, the thing is, up until this point, I had never beaten the end in any hardcore. I almost consistently got there. Twice I got flung off by the dragon into the void, and another time I got immediately I got cried pretty much. Enderman attacked me. So in a way that actually helped because I had the experience and I knew to use water and stuff. I have no clue how I got out of the half-heart situation though.
But yeah, since you brought up Cry's death, Cry.
Oh boy.
How did that happen exactly? Like.
Okay, I think I figured out what happened. So, when we got into the end, the Ender Dragon hit a bunch of people, and Enderman and stuff. And I think as the Enderman flew by, my cursor probably saw them for a second. But that's the closest I could get to it, and I was still shaky,
Oh,
Yeah.
also that's another thing.
And then that just freaked me out. And then you can't get a water bucket under that much pressure unless you've been in the fight for 10 minutes.
And
So I
yeah, you
died
were
like that.
cornered. So even if you had placed a water
Yeah.
bucket down, they would have gotten you from behind you. Cry.
Oh, shut up.
Behind you, Cry.
Oh wait, that's
Cry,
another
why
thing.
you
so sad.
Just shield
Wait.
cry.
Guys. I just want to say, Simoz, sorry for calling you out and you coming to rescue me, only for you to die.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry about that. But on the bright
Save
side, I
you.
lived.
You lived. You were already in the water, and you were still screaming, "Save me!" God
I
damn
was
it, you got me
scared.
killed. Actually, no. Cry got me killed because of the feather falling enchantment.
Oh yeah, blame Cry. Fuck
Oh
Cry.
yeah.
Cry, I blame you.
As soon as I saw that episode, I knew what was coming later, and I'm like, oh no, what did I do?
Falling like can you since it never was shown in the actual series, right as I entered into the end I got immediately flung and I managed to like ender pearl down just in time, but Cry also was getting attacked by the enderman, so it was such a mood whiplash for me because I was sure I was gonna die, and then immediately after Cry dies, and it was crazy.
You gotta like put up the unseen point of views here.
Yeah, that's what I
Even
was
though the
going to
podcast,
say.
even though it's a podcast,
Is
whatever.
there was a lot of stuff that wasn't shown either for
Yeah.
Peekaboo,
for
the
various
peekaboo.
reasons.
Yes. Show that.
Ladder peekaboo!
The ladder-
Okay, well, Cry, is that like
What?
I shouldn't be hosting here. Hold on,
Yeah.
sorry.
Cry, is that all? Do you have anything else to say? Can we go? Taka.
I'm saying show the ladder peekaboo right.
Okay.
That's it. Bye.
Next.
Well, then let's go to Saltman.
Salt
Fuck
Man
off.
33.
Yeah.
Taka.
Just-
You mean 503,056 million?
How was it
Just shut
dying
up.
basically a minute
Okay.
before the end?
So, I don't even think I like reacted to my death. I just kind of sat there and then it sank in slowly.
I was laughing my ass off in spectator mode when you died.
Yeah, same.
Cause like, okay, so what happened was, so after Simoz died, I was like, oh shit, I think there's one more pillar because Spicy said so. So I went up to try and go get that pillar. I got hit off like twice, I think. And so both of my waters were up on that pillar or destroyed because the dragon fucking destroyed the infinite water source. So I was
Thing
like, well,
is,
shit, I should
The
probably go.
pillar
and get
was
that one.
already destroyed.
Yep.
I don't know
That was
how it
spicy.
did though. I don't know
You got-
how it did.
I got it
never-
before
I-
I died. I
But you
think.
didn't tell us. so
Literally,
yes, I
I
did.
literally never knew that. I literally never knew that until watching the episode. I never knew there was no pillar. I thought Taka had climbed up and got it. So
Yeah,
like, that was
it
a-
was
I was really
funny.
confused.
Wait, guys, the only way I knew that it was destroyed was because I didn't see a ray
Oh yeah.
going
yeah.
to the dragon coming from
Yeah.
it. That's the only way I figured it out. And like,
Yeah, we figured that out, and then so
Like,
I was
I
going to hit
didn't.
I was going to hit the fucking dragon, and then an Enderman got aggroed on me for some reason. I think if you attack the Ender Dragon, then Enderman might aggro on you. I'm not sure about that because
No,
I've had
I'm
that
not
happen to
sure.
me before.
I don't think so. I
Um,
think
It's
and then, like,
really
the monkey.
easy to accidentally stare at one because like I actually the one that hit me down to half a heart, I accidentally shot at him. I didn't even realize it until rewatching. So it's really easy, especially with such a
Mhm.
huge Enderman spawn. It's so easy to
Yeah.
aggro them.
And then an Enderman got aggroed on me, and I didn't realize I was getting hit until I was down to 3 hearts. And then I was running away. I got hit again down to 1.5. And so I had, in my mind, 3 options. I could water, which I couldn't even do because I didn't have any. I could Ender Pearl away, which would kill me because I was at 1.5 and it would do 2 hearts. Or I could try and eat because while I did have a regen potion, it was not in my hotbar, which was I forgot about potions.
or you could shield, and wait for someone else to kill it.
Everybody forgets about shields with
I-
Enderman.
Oh,
I
yeah,
realized-
yeah.
but
Simoz didn't show
Enderman
me.
like teleport behind you.
But,
Yeah,
there was this
teleport
one time
behind
where I
you, and
got
thought
down
it
to
would
like,
outrun me.
I think 1 heart while fighting an Enderman, and I just sat there shielding in the corner. I was like, guys, can you help me out real quick?
No,
Well, yeah,
that's-
you were in a corner.
I do
didn't-
that with
like, I had
water.
no protection.
like when I almost died in episode 8 after Ten's death, I completely forgot about water and Enderman. That's why he didn't run into the river straight up. And,
Yeah. So
you just forget
I tried
about things when you do
That-
hardcore. There's so
Imagine
many
if
things
you
going through
imagine
your
if you
mind.
had died there. It would have been awful.
It would have been awesome from a
Amazing. It would've been
storytelling
awesome.
standpoint, to be honest.
Would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I tried eating, which
I don't
was
think
so
it's gonna
close.
work.
I was so fucking close. I was like counting down the little munch sound
Munchies,
effect. I was
yeah.
like, come on, and then I died.
Time slowed
Sure.
down.
He died.
I have my own story about Taka's death because we know that I died like about 2 hours before the invite.
Which this is the first time this was the first time I actually got to witness a death. So.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I had gone. So I was just kind of chilling. I don't remember exactly what I was doing. I think I played some Dead Cells after I died. I'm not even kidding.
Of course you did.
So a couple hours after, not a couple, like an hour and 45 minutes. I go out and I see they're still doing it. That's pretty sweet. So I hop into VC and then I immediately hear Taka scream. And then I hear Near and Spicy yelling about how Taka just died. You can hear me. You can hear the Discord notification because Near wasn't in streaming mode or Spicy.
Yes,
Shut up.
Nier wasn't in
Shut up,
streaming mode.
Nier. Shut up.
Nier.
I turned it on for some reason. I turned it on, but it didn't
But in
work.
episode 11, whenever you hear someone join the feed, that's for the record.
Blame Nier. Blame Nier. He's such a bad man.
Blame Near 2017.
Also, by the way, I fixed my audio, so I'm not ear raping anymore. So please have me back,
I mean,
okay?
you're not even gonna be in another season, so why do you even do that?
Ever. Yeah. Why would you even dare? Why would you even
Everybody in the
bother?
comments type Nier for other season. Thank you.
Okay,
All
so
right.
if I get at least 100 hashtag Nier for
No.
hardcore.
No.
100.
Don't
No.
ruin the hat.
Yes,
No.
yes,
No.
yes,
No.
do
Stop,
it.
No.
please, cut that out.
No.
This video gets at least
No.
100 likes.
Wait,
No.
okay.
They know
No.
it's true.
Don't
They
do
know
that.
I'll-
If I'm gonna
they know I'll
delete,
win.
I'm gonna delete every comment with a hashtag.
Come on, dude.
No, just cut it out. Okay. just
Tell
cut
them
it
to leave
out,
a
please.
comment, disable comments.
All right,
Well,
I'm gonna be the host here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should
Host.
move on
Go on.
to 10.
Yeah.
Because...
Yay!
Just...
Hashtag Nier for season.
Hi.
Why? Did you...
So what happened was, I have an odd method of fighting creepers, and that's just blow them up and run. And while I was there, Spicy enters the nether. I caused me to lag.
That's a
So I hit the
dick.
creeper, I run away, and it's like, while I'm running, it's like, wait a minute, I didn't hear anything. I get teleported right beside the creeper again, it explodes, and I'm dead.
And then you get quick scope
And
to
then
buy a
you get scoop-
skeleton.
and yeah.
But yeah, you can
Yeah.
see the lag spike on my perspective. You can see that I'm fighting a skeleton and he just completely freezes.
I was just
I
making
was
potions
so
calmly, and then I saw that.
You're pouring strange fluids into me.
And then,
I
and
didn't
then after
even-
Ten's death, everybody fucking loses it because I almost die, and then Sam
Yeah.
almost
Because
dies.
it fucking dies to one skeleton. Taka, how? What the hell? You like got down
Taka's
to
a
2
pro
hearts.
gamer.
I actually.
That
didn't
zombie
even
got in the
see-
way.
Yeah, I didn't even see Ten's death message until like the Nether generated. So there was
Spicy,
a
I
while,
blame you.
and I was technically technically I was the reason you died. So
Yes.
you
Not
have-
technically, you were.
You were.
Oh. But I wasn't the one who
We're
was
the
blowing
first
up
other
creepers.
cause in this series.
Yeah. About that, Spicy also caused Sal's death. With the
Yeah,
curse
metaphorically.
of the antibiotics.
Yeah.
You want to talk a bit about that, Sal?
I do
Oh
love
yeah, I have multiple things to say about that. I could, okay.
Let's
I
take
could probably,
time to chill with it.
I could probably go on for an hour about how much I hated that. But first, before I talk about that, I'm gonna talk about how I've done multiple hardcores, very, very many.
No, you
None
haven't.
of which have quite been as entertaining as this one. It was great fun playing with y'all, especially you, Nier.
Yay! I'm
Rascal.
happy.
You little rascal. I'll punch you
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah,
Hashtag Nier for another
Really?
season. Anyways, so should we
So-
continue?
Excuse me. We're not getting through this podcast without me complaining for
I told
Half
you
an
guys
hour.
it was near
Half
and
an
I'm
hour.
kidding. No, not actually. But so, and I don't remember what episode it was. I think it was the episode after me and Spicy have our bonding experience at the caverns, like against the spider spawner. But I don't know why he thought of making lime dye and giving it to me.
Oh my god.
For the meme, guys.
He gave it to
For
me
the
first,
good meme.
closely followed by Simoz, and God
I
damn
got,
it.
I got the
So-
other lime dye in the nether, and then I just gave it to Taka.
So,
Spicy's chaotic good.
flash forward to the nether, where everyone drops their antibiotics into the cramped space, and I pick up 5. I don't notice that I picked up 5 antibiotics. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. When I was fighting those blazes, I did 2 unnecessary things. One, I ran in without asking for backup.
Bank up.
Bank up.
So,
He stores money
I
poor
went
guy.
in without asking for backup. It was my first stupid thing. And the second thing I did, which I don't think many people brought attention to, is while I was fighting the blaze on the spawner, I was circling it. For whatever goddamn reason, I was trying to circle around to it because
You're smart.
like, I'm real smart.
Okay. Since
So-
nobody listened to it, can I get a pic? Can someone in the comment section below, who's a really good artist, shout out to the, let me check. Wait, it's the perfect time. This is the perfect time.
It's the worst time. It's the worst
Here
time.
is 10 to lose it.
It's the
I know.
perfect time.
No, dude.
forgot what
Raven
he was
Adri,
even
person
saying
who
at
made
first.
our fan art.
Raven
Thank
Adri.
you, because
Yeah,
that's
thank you.
awesome.
Yes.
That was neat.
And if you would like to take a request, can you please draw Sal desperately trying to eat a baked potato while he's on fire and dying?
Okay, okay.
That would be
Speaking
a
of
good
that,
meme.
So, I was fighting the blaze, and then they start doing contact damage. I panic. I'm just like, oh my god! Like, I knew about the blaze's melee attacks, and I knew they did a lot of damage, but I didn't know
Oh my
I'd
God.
take so many hits. So I bail. I run out of there. And I'm on fire. Now, my basic Minecraft knowledge is that blaze fire does 4 hearts of damage. This is from normal Minecraft, not hard. It does 5 hearts of damage. Guess how many hearts I had after the altercation? 5. I had exactly 5 hearts.
And how
So
many
what I do-
antibiotics did you have in your inventory? 5.
Oh.
Boom.
5.
Oh fuck, dude.
What is this?
So-
What is this? A conspiracy
I
theory?
go down. I'm running away, getting away from the blazes. I don't get hit again. My hunger goes down, and I swear, I take my one last baked potato, and I slam right click multiple times, and the
But that's not how you
antibiotics
eat.
just
That's not how you eat.
God looked at me. I swear, God stared at me and said, "No, fuck you." and then,
And then you turn into a cauldron.
and then I turned into a cauldron,
Oh yeah. So
and it's all Spicy's fault.
that
Yeah.
actually brings me. First of all, I should have put that down beforehand. I don't know why I was
Yes.
holding on to it. I think I might have forgotten about it because I knew I wanted to bring a cauldron in because that's how you can safely go into water. But like, I have like a headcanon that Abigail, feeling bad for the 2 people she she somehow murdered, even though it wasn't directly. That's why she reincarnated them as a cauldron and in the walls. That was like to repent for her sins.
For
She-
the record, I'd like to say that number 1, life as a cauldron is greatly underrated. It's actually one of the best times I've ever had.
Especially since you know you're in one of the most dangerous places
Yeah, exactly.
outside of the world.
Ever.
However, someone mined me up and decided to take me to the base, so I felt a lot less comfortable, especially since Nier was just pouring strange fluids into me for a couple
Don't-
hours.
So
It
we don't talk about that.
It-
We
it
don't talk about
wasn't-
that.
It
Sal,
wasn't
if
very
you ever need
nice.
someone to talk to, I'm here.
But
Okay,
can I just
got
say
it.
something that people do not understand? You can place water in the Nether. It'll extinguish, but it'll extinguish.
Yeah, but it will
doesn't
extinguish.
work.
One
No,
time.
it won't.
doesn't
Near
Yes,
work.
it
It
will.
will
It has worked so many times.
It will.
I'm
It's
pretty
like-
sure-
I just tried it
Mythbusters.
today. It doesn't work.
It does
Also-
work. It's worked before.
Spicy.
Like the
Ben
water.
Water doesn't.
It's a
sin-
50-50 shot. It's
Yeah.
really unsafe.
Since a recent patch, cauldron water evaporates as well in the Nether. So
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that makes me feel.
you
less
can see
bad.
it in the video. You can see the particle effects from the cauldron after someone
Ah.
fills it with water.
Okay, so is that all the deaths?
But
I think
no,
that's
okay,
it.
wait, I have
I'm done
something
for now.
that. Do you remember who picked up the antibiotics after Sal died?
It
I
was
don't
you-
think
Oh.
Anyone did.
I don't know.
And
I
if
think
it
someone
was,
did, but
I
I think
had a
I know who was
theory,
standing directly on top of me when I died.
I had a theory because it was 5 antibiotics, and
And
I
5
thought
of them
Taka had picked them up, and he was the fifth one to die.
think he might have.
Oh
He
my
might have.
god, I swear.
I
I'm going
swear,
to
this
kill
is
you.
the
There's
season.
too many relations.
of
This is the season of
foreshadow.
relations and
Season of relations.
it's just Shayjan.
Yeah,
It's just
technically-
Shayjan.
Okay, so when we got into the
Look at
Nether,
those cages
I
and
found the
like
antibiotics in my inventory and I threw them out immediately. Like, fuck that. And it still follows me.
Don't worry, they follow me too.
Yo,
I like how Taka's death most of the time is just some unlucky
Yeah.
stuff. First season, Mine's E1, best season by the way.
because I'm there.
He dies because bandit raid. Second
Right.
season, he dies to a singular bandit. Shout out to Up44, cool dude.
Yeah.
Sal
Third
being an idiot,
season,
not running.
Minecraft 1 dies 1 minute before the end.
Wait, can I just say so? Wait, Simoz.
Yeah.
Simoz, you went over everyone's death. Can we go over me and Spicy's death now?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that
I
a bit later, because
Yeah,
I've got
a
some
little later, I
questions.
think.
Yeah,
When we
I'm pretty sure there's a
I think we can talk about that entire section of the video as its own part.
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
so
Fine.
since I think we could move on to the questions now.
Yes! Yes!
Technically,
She's had special
I still
question
haven't
chat.
said anything, but just because I'm gonna talk a lot more in depth about
Death.
my
Yeah.
I want death.
opinions about the series in the editing video. So go watch that if you want to hear my.
It's
my
trash.
perspective.
Don't
Do
Okay,
that.
So, anyways,
If this video
anyways.
gets 50 likes, Simo's release Terraria 1 early.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's move on to the questions.